2.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to the Orange County Funding Corporation Finance Committee meeting. The time is now 4:09. Bill, if I can get a roll call, please.
Sure. Mark Green,
Here.
Jeffrey Christ,
Here.
Linda Muller,
Here.
Dean Tamburri.
Here.
We have 4 out of 4 committee members present. Also for staff, Bill Fioravanti, Marty Barras, Matt Dagley, William Iverson. On AV, our general counsel Rudy Zoda, and our state monitor Brian Sandage. And also with us, I'd love to leave her out, our external CFO Shannon Manisi from RVT CPAs. Thank you, Shannon.
All right, notice of this meeting was properly provided.
Yes, in your packet.
Fantastic. Minutes, can we do approval of minutes from the September 25th Finance Committee meeting, please? Can I get a motion?
Also move.
Thank you,
Second.
sir. Any discussion on the minutes? Hey, game face today. Any discussions?
Nope.
No.
Okay, then if I can get a motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 4-4, no opposed, motion passes. New business, Shannon or Bill, would you like to discuss our financials for September, please?
Shannon's gonna lead us through those. Shannon, please.
Thank you, Shannon.
Sure. Yep, so for September, there was $8 in interest on bank accounts. Any normal expenses such as the management fee that's due to IDA, nothing really changed there. Bookkeeping fee and insurance are all standard. The only thing that's new this month is legal. There was $356 because of a subpoena related to Civic Center, Hudson Valley Vipers. So it brings it to a net loss for the month of $7,955.
I guess I'm gonna have to ask, subpoena for the Vipers?
That was, you recall the hockey deal, there ended up being a dispute between the team owner and the owner of the ice time facility. They pulled us into it, asked us if we could confirm some facts about exactly how things transpired with the IDA and our consideration of funding for them. We provided that, and then we actually got a follow-up with a subpoena asking for certain documentation, copies of texts, etc. We provided that in partnership with Blakely Platt.
Okay.
Yep,
No good deed.
more fun,
No
exactly.
good deed,
You can say that again.
Amen.
You can say that again.
Ay, caramba. All right, any questions about the budget as presented? Then
No.
can we move to the next page, please, Shannon?
Sure. So for September, there was 1.562 in CDs and treasuries. One did mature on the 12th, and there was 8,735 in the operating account as of September 30th. So a total of 1.57. I don't know if interest from that rollover hit the cash account at some point during October. Do we know?
It did.
It did. We do know the amount is of interest, $17,470.
All right, so that gives us.
Okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Shannon, sorry.
So we need to be mindful of that. That's okay. We need to be mindful of that checking account balance, because if only 17,000 got put in there, you're gonna have to wait until your next rollover for funds. So just be mindful, because in our ledger right now, it's showing there's $616, but we don't have access to the operating account for online, so we don't know what actually has been deposited into that checking account. So Marty, I would just be mindful not to issue anything out of OCFC until we verify account balances.
Copy. Thank you.
Yeah, so, I mean, in theory, we
Yeah.
should have just about 18,000 then, the 17 and change plus 600. So we really should be fine for the next 2 months, okay? And
Let's pull that up now.
I know it's a timing issue, Bill, but please confirm that that CD that came due has been rolled over.
Yes, $600,000 renewed for 9 months at 3.9%.
Fantastic. Any questions about that, folks? All right, Shannon, please continue.
I think Marty's up,
No, that's you, Bill.
or Kelly. Is Kelly there?
Yeah, so Kelly's not here today, so just on page 7 of your packet, you've got just a transaction list by vendor, Blakely Platt, $356 for the Vipers issue. Our monthly allocation going to the IDA for shared expenses, $7,412. And then RBT for bookkeeping monthly services, $350. The following page is, page 8, is that itemization of the share of expenses that is paid to the IDA. You can see your typical expenses there.
All right, any questions about that?
I do have a question, sir.
Yes.
So rolling over the interest into the checking account is gonna give us a balance of about
18,000.
18,000.
Yeah.
Our monthly expenses are about 7,000.
Mhm.
We have enough to get to the end of the year.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and what we'll do when the next CD rolls in January, we're just gonna take money, we'll take an extra 25,000 or 50,000 out, but
Just
yeah,
wanted to make sure we
Yeah.
were good with our monthly fees.
we should be fine. And again, even if we come to December
Mhm.
and we had to, that's the beauty of these two T-bills, that we could just, take out like that, the one that's, well, the one actually is maturing in December, not in
Mhm.
January.
Okay,
So we'll be fine before
Okay.
the next payment is due.
thank you.
Last item, Mr. Chairman, is our revised annual budgets, proposed budgets for 2026 through 2029 for OCFC. If I could go through those. We reviewed them in this committee last month, but you've requested some changes, so I'm just gonna go over what those changes are. First of all, under revenues, the last item, interest earnings, I reduced that from $36,163, just to leave a little more money in the account, actually. So we just reduced what would be invested and therefore earned. So down from 36,000 to 28, just shy of 29,000. That's the first. Also in revenues, we eliminated any projected bad debt recovery. That was just per our CFO telling us you shouldn't project anything there. If we get them, it's a bonus. And then we cut the project expenditures that we would, I'm actually down to in expenses, I'm sorry. And then in projects, program expenses, under expenses, project expenditures, I had $100,000 in there, and the committee suggested that we cut that down to $50,000 because we don't know exactly what would be requested of us at this point. So we have that in there. And then the bottom line, another suggestion from our CFO, in order to balance the budget and really properly reflect the fact that we're taking funds from our fund balance, our savings, we added at the very bottom use of net reserves. So you see some dollar amounts in there that we're drawing from our reserves in order to balance the budget each year. Those are the only changes.
Any questions so far about that?
Mhm.
Then I would just want to bring up, I spoke to Bill. There's a conference coming up in January. I'm looking at you because this was on your mind. And I've asked him to reach out to other IDAs and see if it's a systemic issue with our funding corp, with our other IDAs finding that more and more people are not utilizing that resource. And if the answer is yes, then I think we have to start having discussions. If the answer is no, that they are finding success, then I've asked Bill to try to reach out to several people and find out who's been successful at issuing bonds, and to see if there's a way that we could learn from others. But I would say, if we don't have some real understanding by, let's say, April or May, then I think we should start having discussions, Jeff, on what we're gonna do next year concerning expenses. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfect.
Make that a priority in our New York State EDC conferences, et cetera.
All right.
And I'll reach out to our regional IDA, so we have that kind of consortium of local CEOs, so I'll talk to them before that.
Does anyone have any other questions concerning, that's the last page. Is everyone, I'm sorry, go ahead, Marty.
I have to get a motion to approve, or to recommend approval of the finances to the full board.
Yep, we'll get on that in a second. Did anyone else have any questions about the 2026 proposed budget? It's balanced. It seems rather reasonable. If there are no other discussions, can I get a motion to approve and present to the board?
The whole list of financials, including the budget, in one motion? I'm just clarifying.
Can that be
Yes.
done? We can do that in one motion?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
Let's do it. All in one.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All right, any further discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Any other things that you need to talk about with this bill?
No, sir.
All right, then if I can I get a motion to adjourn the Orange County Funding Corps, please?
Motion. Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Good afternoon and welcome to the Orange County IDA Finance Committee meeting. The time is now 4:20. Bill, if I can get a roll call, please.
Mark Green,
Here.
Jeffrey Christ.
Here.
Linda Muller,
Here.
Dean Tamburri.
Here.
4 of 4 committee members present. For staff, Bill Fioravanti, Marky Barras. On AV, Matt Degling, and William Iverson, our general counsel, Rudy Zoda, and our state monitor, Mr. Brian Sandage. That's everyone. And Shannon Manisi, our CFO.
Shannon, on behalf of Bill, I apologize.
Yeah, better.
It's
actually quite entertaining for me.
it's a busy day today, so let's just give Bill a little bit of slack.
No worries.
Was notice that this meeting has been properly provided.
Yes, as reflected in your packet.
Fantastic. If I may, can I get approval of minutes for the September 25th, 2025 Finance Committee meeting?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Thank you.
Second.
Second. Any further discussions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. New business. If we can, Shannon, if you would please walk us through.
Sure. In September, there was $2,500 in an application fee received from Mountain Green Partners. You have the management fee income from OCFC. The brownfield assessment, you'll see 1959, which matches the expenses that are down below. And there was interest of $98, so total income was $11,402.29. If we look at the expenses, you'll see the professional fees are $22.51, and that is for the quality of life research. IT support and audio visual, that includes Dropbox renewal for $23.04 for the year. Marketing and PR is $4,700. Of that, there's $23.36 for Nikki Jones for the website, in addition to the normal monthly expenses in that category. If we go down, you'll see legal counsel. It's for various things, but only related to the IDA, and that's $44.45. And the rest of the expenses are standard monthly expenses, nothing out of the norm that has been already previously approved. So the total loss for the month was $48,435.31.
Okay. I actually have a question.
Any questions on any of those?
Bill, can you explain a little bit about the Dropbox?
Sure.
That's just, we pay per user for our online server, basically, where we keep all of our electronic files.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that, I'm trying to, I mean, it's kind of lumped in, under professional fees, right?
Yes.
So is that a monthly fee, or is that,
Annual in
Annually.
August.
it's
Yeah.
annual?
What, Dropbox?
Yeah.
That's a one-time, and it's under IT support. The professional fees was, the quality of life research costs.
Yep, IT is the Dropbox, yep. Okay, so that was an annual fee,
Yeah, IT is the drop.
okay.
Yes, that's a one-time, yep, annual.
Any questions concerning the budget?
No.
I'm good.
All right. If you can, Shannon, go to the next page.
Sure. So the bank accounts held, 102,000 in the operating account. There was just over 20,000 in the escrow. And between the CDs and treasuries, you were at 8.8, so just shy of $9 million in, deposit CDs, treasuries, and cash in the bank.
Okay.
And again, you have one maturing that matured the 12th, and then you'll have another one maturing in December.
Right. And Bill, you can confirm that that 4.7 million has been rolled over
Yes,
into that,
9 months at 3.9%. And
fantastic,
the interest received was $137,019.53.
okay. And that is staying in the checking account?
Yes.
All right. And that gives us, about 250,000. So you have 230.
Yep.
That,
232.40, right?
yeah, and that is sufficient for the next 3 months? You don't foresee
Gonna do the
anything?
math, no, I think it should be fine.
Okay, fantastic. All right, anything on that, Shannon? Anything else?
No,
Uh,
that's it on my end.
Marty or Bill, if you can talk just about the vendor expenses, please.
Sure. Yeah, page 7 has the list of vendors, transactions by vendors, really nothing unusual in here. You see some unusual names like Brooks Simmons, that's one of the researchers for Vision Hudson Valley for the Quality of Life Report. Let's see who else is on there for that. You do have our first payment to Brown and Weinrob, the government affairs firm that we hired last month. That is their retainer, and then there's a registration fee that's required for another $200. That's what that is.
If I may interject
Yeah.
real quick, the reason why you're not going to see that on the September is because note that this was October 1st. So that caught me up before, so just in case you're trying to do a quick math, that you won't see that number until next month, because it was an October 1st issue.
And only other thing that isn't typical here is, well, first of all, HRP Associates, that's just our brownfield payment. That's also for some expenses related to the phase 1s that we're conducting on a couple key properties. You also have Nikki Jones Agency, $2,155. That's for search engine optimization work, and they did some graphic design for us, some ads for the Quality of Life Report and others, so that's what that is. Everything else is typical here, nothing unusual.
Any question about our expenses?
No,
All right, then, Bill, if you can you get us into the proposed 2026 budget?
Absolutely. Okay. Again, the only changes that the only thing I'll go over are the changes to what you reviewed in last month's committee meeting. Starting in revenues, we did eliminate, in consultation with our CFO, we have these IDA admin fees and other IDA fees. It seemed kind of redundant, so we've moved other IDA fees into IDA admin fees. So you see that in there. Under expenses, we added $6,600 to salaries to employ an intern during the fall and spring. I do have a summer intern in the original budget, but we're having a lot of updates we see we need to make on our website and a few other things that is just beyond really what the staff can handle right now. So I did add to have an intern we have one working remotely right now. Added $1,128 to payroll taxes due to the salary increases above, so just trying to be in line with that. We did add $32,500 to professional fees for the government affairs firm that would be hiring. That would be the amount we project to be expended in 2026. We added $257,000 to shovel-ready expenditures. That's to account for roughly half of the projected cost for the Indigo water study. Still has not been initiated because we still don't have a memorandum of understanding approved yet. We don't have the copy back from the county yet, so we're still waiting on that. But, you know, we're ready to pay for it, but we can't do it until they do their part, so waiting on that. We also, increased the budget for marketing and PR significantly by $31,000, but it actually gets us closer to what was approved for this past year, which we didn't use, because I think we've realized that we need to issue proactive IDA news stories for the media, web and social media. We also added search engine optimization work so that we're getting all the hits that we want from people searching online. We also added some budget to boost social media ads, meaning, social media posts, meaning basically promoting them, paying a little extra so that we get some more reach from that. And then I have a little funding in there for some additional design work. Again, if we have an ad we needed to be mocked up or other type of graphic design, I wanted to include that as well. So, and then I have that going forward, you see in 7, 8, and 9, because I think this is just a line item, and I've heard this from other board members that we need to maintain that so that we can, again, do our part in getting positive stories out there and also battling myths about the IDA. That's the reason for the increase there. And then I just added one other membership to membership and events, $500 to include us in the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors. That's an important trade association we've been absent from for the last couple of years, and a lot of my colleagues are involved in that. Our relationships with commercial real estate brokers is vital. We are part of NICEGAR, which is free, but we should be part of HGAR as well, so I just added $500 there. And then the only other thing is adding, again, as you saw in OCFC, adding the line at the very bottom, use of net reserves to balance the budget each year. So you see exactly what we're taking out of our fund balance in order to have a zero balanced budget each year. Any questions on the budget? So we will be looking for the board's recommendation again, as with OCFC, recommendation from the committee to the full board to accept the budgets as presented.
Any questions?
I'm good.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve this
Make a
package?
motion.
May I get a second?
Second.
Okay. Any other discussions?
Good.
All right,
Call the
then,
question.
what's that?
Call the question.
Vote.
Favor.
All in favor?
I'm going to, I just want to make sure that you didn't have a question.
Okay, I'm just.
Wouldn't be a finance committee meeting without some theatrics, so thank you for not letting us down.
Can I get a motion, please? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Any other discussions that need to happen right now?
Not please, sir.
All right, then can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion. Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
We are.